Hey y'all, I just wanted to do a real quick video on how to edit a Google form that has been shared with you. I share my Google form, but then I have questions on how to do it, so I figured I'd just make a real quick video. So to get started, all you need to do is open up your web browser. I use Google Chrome just because it has everything right there for you. You can see it has my Gmail, my images. This is the Google apps, and then this is your account. So to get started, like I said, I'm doing this on if someone shared it. So if someone has shared a Google form with you, you can find that link in your email. So I already have that up here. So this is what the email will look like, and then you just click Open in Forms, and that opens up the form that someone has shared with you. If you would like me to share my form with you, just leave your email in the comments and I'll gladly send it to you. The first thing you need to know about Google Forms is if you edit the one that has been shared with you, it edits the form for everybody. So the first thing you want to do is make a copy of the form for yourself. This way you have somewhere to start, and then whatever edits you make is just on your form. So to do that, you want to come up here to these three little dots, click on More, and then come down to Make a Copy, click on that, and then rename your order form to whatever your business name is. So mine is Sealed with a Kiss, but I don't want to name it that because I already have one of those in my order form, or I'm sorry, in my Google Drive. So I'm going to put Test. That way I know which one is the one I'm working on. So you click OK. Obviously you can put your whatever your business name is there, but click OK, and then it's going to open a new tab. This new tab is your order form. If you look up here on the left, it'll have whatever you named it, and that way you know you're working on the right one. So all the changes you make to this one will just be to this one. Nobody else will be able to see it, which is really nice. So the first thing you want to do is come over here to Responses and click on these three little dots, and then click on Get Email Notifications. Sorry, I don't know what happened with that. Okay. Oh, it worked though. Okay, so when you have this checked, that means when someone fills out your form, you're going to get an email that says, hey, someone filled out your form. I'm sorry about that. Google Forms must have an error right now. That way, you know, whenever somebody has filled out your form, you'll get notification. Okay, so these, when you go to the questions, this is each page of your Google form. So this is the first thing they'll see when they log on, and then it'll say Next. So anywhere there's a break in these boxes, it'll have a Next button, and then this will be on the new screen, if that makes sense. Okay, so to change any of these, you can just click on it if you don't like what I put in there and rename it or put in different wording. Any of those you can change. You can add things over here. You can add questions. This one already has just a title and description. So if you add a title and description, that's what it'll look like. You can add a picture to that box. You can add a video to that box, or you can add a new section. Now, whichever box you're clicked on, this little menu will follow. So if I click on this box, that little menu follows. So if you want to add a section, make sure that you are clicked above where you want it to go. So if I click on New Section, it's going to put it below where I was clicked on. Okay? Now, these three little dots right here will let you duplicate a section, and delete a section, and merge a section. So I don't want this untitled selection, so I'm going to delete it. Okay. So like I said, you can scroll down through here and make this say whatever you want. I have all of the contact information required. You can see that right there. There's a little red star. Sometimes it puts it over here. Just depends on how the internet feels like working that day. So if you click on each of these questions, you'll be able to choose whether, you know, it's short answer, multiple choice, check boxes, whatever. So you can change that. You can add a picture to the question, which is how I did the lip colors at the bottom, which I'll show you in just a minute. So yeah, you can add an image that'll pop up there. And then this is also how you make it required. So you want this slid to the right if you want it required. So I have that one required. You can add a description. So if you have, like, I don't know, a question here, but you explain your question underneath, you can add that there. Okay, so that is my contact information. I have this hostess name there just because that way I can give whoever hosted the party credit for whoever is filling out this order form in case I don't know them. And then here's where they place their order. Now obviously this looks a little different for the customer because you're in the edit mode. But to see what the customer sees, you can just click up here on this little eye, and that will preview what your form will look like to the customer. So here's where I have, if you click on it, you can see you can change the name, and then I've added the picture there. You can delete it and add your own or whatever you want to do. But I have all the LipSense colors on here. For me personally, I don't have time to update this form daily to whatever stock changes happened. I have a full-time job and I'm in school full-time plus my LipSense business. So I just didn't personally have time for that. If you want to do that, that's whatever you want to do. So you can just go through here and delete them or add them back. But I do have this disclaimer as my description that warns them these colors may not be in stock, but I will help you find the one that matches whatever you want, the closest match to what you choose. So I'm going to scroll down through these. Like I said, they're all here. Okay, and then I have their gloss option, their remover option, anything else they need. I focus on the LipSense, so that's why the majority of my form is LipSense. I didn't want a bunch of pages with all of our different products, but if they're a returning customer and they know about the other products, which I bring up, you know, after they've ordered a time or two, then they can just type whatever they need here. I need, you know, ivory foundation or, you know, whatever. So I do have somewhere that they can order that. And then I have a section that has a few other questions, asking them if they're interested in hosting a party, if they're interested in becoming a distributor, and if they're on my Facebook group. So that just gives me a little bit of an overview of my customer. And then I have a thank you image. So then they submit it, and it goes to responses. Now I'm going to switch forms real quick so I don't have to refill this out. So bear with me. Oh, I clicked on the wrong one. I apologize. Here we go. So when you have a response, it will pop up here on responses. See the little one. You can see a summary of your responses, and this will show you like a graph, how many are new customers. It's really neat, really neat. Just to see like what kind of stock you're selling, and you know, how many are a new customer versus they've already ordered from you. I really like the summary page. And then you have the individual response, which just shows you what each person filled out. Now the neat thing about this is you can export this to Excel. So you click on that. I'm sorry, I probably clicked too fast. You click on this little green box here, and that creates an Excel sheet. That gives you when they filled it out and all of the information they put on, and it's just a lot easier to see and read. It's also easier because you don't have to scroll through that and try to find the color that they picked. It tells you right there, summer sunset. They don't need a gloss, they don't need a remover, or if they do, it'll tell you which one and all that kind of stuff. Then on your order form, you can delete these responses. I do not delete them until I've ordered their product. That way I can just, I don't know, it's just part of my organization. I just don't delete them until I've ordered it. But if you delete them off of your responses, it will not delete them off your Excel sheet. So you always have that record on the Excel sheet of who ordered what when, which I find really nice. So your customers will not see this response tab. That is just for you only. So one more quick thing that I wanted to go over is how to change this picture up here at the top. If you click on this little palette, you can click just a solid color and it changes to a solid color, and it automatically makes it look uniform, I guess it color coordinates. That's the word I'm looking for. It color coordinates it for you, so that's nice. But you can also click down here on this little button and you can add your own picture to it. So I created my own picture on my personal order form for my Facebook page. I had, Sealed with a Kiss by Kate. So I just used that for my cover. But they have several different ones you can choose on here. I use this one for my wish list. I have a wish list that the customers can fill out, and then when it comes their birthday or whatever, I can send that to their husband, which that's pretty cool. But you can scroll through here, upload your own, and let's see, I'll choose this one just so it changes. And see, it automatically color coordinated my whole screen. So that's how you change that up there. Anything else you want to change, you just click on. It's pretty easy once you get the hang of it. If you have any other questions or I missed something or you didn't understand, feel free to comment or email me. I don't mind answering questions when I have time. I'm not certain I showed you where the copy of this was. It'll be in your Google Drive on your main page. So, if you are like me, I have several folders in my Google Drive. I teach an ASL class, and I have my business, and then my personal stuff. So, if you want to move it to your business folder, you just right mouse click on it, and then move to, and you can move up to that folder. Just a real quick tip. I have in my business folder a folder for each of my downlines, and then I have a folder for the individual lip colors and then graphics for Facebook, so that it's all there and we all share the folder. And in that folder I also have all of my downlines order forms, so if they need help, or they need a graphic for Facebook, or they need a lip color picture or collage, it's all in one place and we all share it. So that's pretty neat to have that organized that way. So again, if you have any questions, feel free to email me or comment here, and I will do my best to answer them. I hope you ladies have a great day, and good luck with your Google form.